Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Toma Todito Show. And I wanted to dive in today in regards to something that occurred last Thursday in the fight between Mickey Roman and Shaki Foster. During their fight, there happened to be an issue, and I haven't seen a lot of headlines. I haven't seen a lot of coverage in regards to this, but it caught my eye. We're a week later here, and the fact that it's just kind of been swept under the rug with so much notoriety, especially with the bigger fight of more notorious fights, you usually start seeing these things just take over social media and headlines, mainstream media across the board. This fight, because it was a smaller event, it didn't get much notoriety. Nonetheless, the issue presented itself of tampered gloves, or at least an abnormality discovered within a set of gloves. With the recent claims stemming from the rematch between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, where Wilder has made numerous claims that the gloves were tampered with on behalf of Tyson Fury, where he ended up with numerous scratches inside his ear due to the faulty gloves, that he could have had an egg-shaped weight, hence the damage that he took to his head. Numerous videos doing their part to support Wilder's claims, and of course, that's basically ending at a hearsay type scenario, because there's no deeper investigation taking place or anything else that's going on with that. It's just a back and forth of words, it seems like. So then we have a smaller event. This is an event that took place last Thursday on NBC Sports. Ring USA was a host of this event. And you have Mickey Roman, who has a storied career with the who's, right, of his divisions. He's faced such opposition like Daniel Ponce de Leon. He's faced Antonio DeMarco, Takashi Miura. Man, he's just had such a long career. One of the most recent fights that he had in 2018, just about 2 years ago, he had that WBC matchup against El Alacrán Miguel Berchelt, in which he ends up getting stopped. The superior fighter wins that night in Miguel Berchelt. So he comes back. He's been in a bit of a layoff. He hasn't fought since September of last year. Mickey Roman hasn't. And he steps in the ring. So he's got, a 13, 14-month layoff, 15-month layoff going into this fight. And the issue presents itself in the back with the Cleto Reyes. So what we're hearing is that they were factory sealed, a pair of factory sealed Cleto Reyes gloves. And upon inspection, they end up finding that it has insufficient padding. Now, the superintendent basically in the back basically blew it off. He said, hey, we tend to see this every 3 gloves, one of every 3 sets of gloves that we get presented quite often show an abnormality. And so nothing big, nothing to see here. They end up issuing a new pair of gloves to him, and he bandages up, gloves up, steps in the ring. So that was the news behind there. Luckily, Shaki Foster's performance ended up carrying this headliner rather than letting the news overshadow the event. Shaki Foster's performance actually carried the night. Miguel Roman, a game fighter. Like I said, he's got a 62-14 record now, but 62 victories, 47 knockouts. He's had a storied career, and it's sad. If this was unintentional, then, which let's hope so. If this was unintentional, great. But if this was intentional and he's starting to get to that point, then it's possibly going to be better that he starts considering pulling the plug and ending the career, rather than to take such drastic measures towards actually causing the potential of causing serious damage to your opponent. Of course, the news, Shaki Foster, like I was mentioning, great performance on his behalf. He secures the WBC silver super featherweight title with the win over Mickey Roman, and positions himself a little bit better in the rankings now as far as the WBC. He's an interesting story because he actually turned pro in 2012. Not a lot of people know about him. He's definitely not a household name. He turned pro in 2012, so he's been fighting for about 8 years, and he's only got 20 bouts in 8 years. He sits with an 18-2 record, and if you look at him, he looks awesome. I don't know why we haven't seen more of him. I don't know why we haven't heard more of him. It seems like he's been a constant sparring partner, and going around the gyms helping numerous fighters, numerous big name fighters that we know, like Gervonta Davis. He's had sparring sessions with, you name it, different gyms that he's been around. Nonetheless, 20 fights. He's a 27-year-old fighter with only 20 fights in an 8-year career. Hopefully we see a lot more activity from him. He displayed awesome boxing right off the bat. First round, right hand, strong right hand, drops Mickey Roman and kind of set the pace for the way that the fight was going to go. He went for the stoppage, but couldn't secure the stoppage in that first round. Mickey Roman was really on shaky legs, goes to the corner, starts resetting as a professional like he is, and then got into the fight. O'Shaquie Foster took control of the fight, and by way of his left hand. Awesome left jab, awesome left hook, constant pressure, constant punches being thrown down the barrel, and it's just that pressure that Mickey Roman could not get past. Also the speed, decent speed on his side, but it looks like he's got good pop behind that jab, because he constantly kept controlling the distance with the jab and with that hook and disturbing the flow that Mickey Roman tried to get into, and the spacing, the trying to fight inside the pocket. He was unable to find his rhythm all night. Eventually he ends up dropping him with a left hand in the 9th round, and Mickey Roman chooses to continue on really shaky legs once again, and O'Shaquie Foster just puts him against the ropes and ends the fight. The fight ends up getting stoppage in the 9th. Luckily, his performance ended up carrying the night. Like I said, instead of the noose, as it took place behind the dilemma or the drama there that took place before they took the ring. Now, why it caught my eye is because Lou Dibella ended up sending a letter to Andy Foster and the California State Commission that he's asking for a full investigation into this matter to ensure that it wasn't deliberate, and so that therefore that's going to continue, right? So we'll keep an eye on that, see what develops from that. But it caught my eye that it didn't get much attention, especially because the promoter Lou Dibella is actually pursuing further action, right? And at least pushing for a full investigation on this matter. So again, good fight on their part, and we'll be doing an episode here in the next few days covering Ring City and giving props to the event that was Ring City, the event that Ring City USA put together, in which O'Shaquie Foster and Mickey Roman fought in. So we'll be giving a shout out to them here in an upcoming episode or so. So with that said, we'll leave you with this. Take care of yourself. And for those of you in the USA, happy Thanksgiving. And all of you who celebrate this day around the world, happy Thanksgiving to you. Many things to be thankful for this year. Stay safe, and we'll talk soon. Take care.